Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land and Rumble land and Twitter land, because I'm on there too. That's right. I'm on Rumble. Diego de la Vega knows. And I'm on Twitter too. Diego knows also. Okay, yeah, because YouTube is going to get rid of all these videos. Of course they are. Of course they are. The election's right around the corner. Of course you're going to get rid of all this shit, right? Okay. So anyway, I'm Diego, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view, and we're talking about And Just Like Crap. Okay, And Just Like Crap. Okay, which just premiered. All right, this is the second episode. Okay, it's not a it's a continuation, a sequel series, if you will, to the much better show Sex and the City from the late 90s and early 2000s. And I was around back then. Okay, I watched every single episode of Sex and the City more than once. Okay, and to prove it, I actually reviewed every single episode of Sex and the City, and it's on this channel. Okay, pull up any fucking episode, I already reviewed it. Okay, I already told you what I thought about that, all right? I was a fan of the show. I watched it when it first came out. Okay, I was younger back then, living in a big city. I just gotten out of the Marines. Okay, I was going to school. I worked with a lot of women, a lot of pretty girls I worked with, a lot of pretty girls I went to school with. And all the pretty girls I knew were watching this show and they'd always talk about it. None of my straight guy friends were watching it, so I thought I'd give it a shot. I mean, I was already watching Sopranos, so I might as well. It was HBO, right? And I got hooked. I actually liked the show, okay? But I looked at it from a different point of view. I looked at it from a man's point of view, a straight man's point of view. And that's the point of view you never got when you watched this fucking show, okay? Because let's face it, I was not their demographic. I was not the target audience, okay? But what bothered me the most was that the show was dealing with, for the most part, it was dealing with heterosexual relationships, okay? Man and woman, okay? That's basically what the show was about. Okay, it's about the troubles that women have dating men, okay? All the sexual hang-ups that they have, all that kind of shit that happens, okay? Of course, this is fucking lollipop land, where these girls are all like in their 30s or 40s, okay? They're at a bookstore or some shit, and they'll actually bump into somebody, like, oh, how you doing? I'm the CEO of Merrill Lynch. Hey, can I take you out to dinner? That's basically every fucking episode, okay? And then they'd find something wrong with him, okay? So they quit fucking him, and the next episode rinse and repeats. The same fucking shit every episode, at least for the first, 2 or 3 seasons. And then the boyfriend started sticking around longer, okay? Then it turned into kind of a different show, okay? But I was a fan of the show. I was so shocked by how much a following women had for this show. Oh, my God. This was I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to watch fucking Knots Landing and Dallas. Okay, for those of you that are older, you remember that shit, okay? And that was a fucking, oh my God, women just fucking ran to the TV when that shit was on every Friday night, okay? I didn't get it. So what the fuck? What's so special about this? Ewing oil, It's like, what the, well, it's because it was about fucking women being bitches and sluts and fucking everybody. Okay, that's what it was about, all right? But it was only on once a week. And it was regular TV. This was fucking on, well, it was on once a week also, but I mean, you had raunchiness in there, okay? You had nudity, all sorts of shit, so yeah. So this was like the modern day equivalent of that, okay? Well, this here, And Just Like Crap, is definitely not the modern day equivalent of Dallas or Knots Landing or Dynasty or any other fucking bullshit that women watch out there, okay? It's not the equivalent of that, okay? It's actually a regression, okay? It's something that nobody wanted. Okay, nobody wanted to see a bunch of fucking 50, 60-year-old women having sex. Nobody wants to fucking see that shit, all right? We don't. Okay? And I know guys definitely don't want to see that shit. So, do women want to see that? I mean, maybe, but is that enough people to justify millions and millions of dollars on each episode? I don't think so. But the point is, this show is not really trying to talk about sex for geriatric women. It's basically trying to push a message, okay? This show is no longer about heterosexual relationships, okay? What this show is about now, okay, is about misandry and about the LGBTQ community. Now, that was always an aspect of the show, even from the very beginning. We always had Stanford, that was Carrie's best gay friend. We had Anthony after season 3, that was Charlotte's gay best friend. We had that one story arc where Samantha was dating a woman for a few episodes. Remember, they smashed the dishes and shit. Okay, well, so it was always an aspect of the show, but it was never in the forefront. It was never what the show was about. Okay, this piece of shit show has nothing to do with Sex and the City. Okay, it's about a bunch of old hags, okay, who just realized in their fucking mid-50s that they're lesbian, okay, or they're non-binary. They just realized that when they're 13 years old and their parents completely fucking support it. That's what this show's about now, okay? That's what it's about. It's about fucking, it's about transgenderism. It's about LGBTQ. It's about fucking, men not acting like men, okay? They want the men to all be fucking wimps, fucking pushovers, get abused by their wives, and get treated like total fucking shit because they're all a bunch of fucking dumb fucks. And everyone forgets to mention that these dumb fuck men are the ones that are actually paying for the lifestyles that these women are enjoying. Okay, everyone leaves that part out. Even Carrie, after she murdered her husband, it's his fucking millions of dollars that he left her that provide for her building that she lives in, that she probably owns now. Okay, she's a multimillionaire, but she lives in her old apartment because I guess it makes her feel more comfortable. I don't fucking know, but she doesn't have to live there. She wants to live there. She doesn't have to work as a podcast broadcaster, but she wants to because she's bored, and she gets to fuck the producer, her producer, every fucking Thursday night. Okay, so it gives her something to do. Okay, but that's it. There's no sort of fucking struggle here. I don't feel sorry for Carrie anymore. I remember Carrie, when she was like out of all the women there, she was the one that had the least amount of money. Okay, so she was the one that had to struggle for writing her fucking column. I remember when she fucking only had $750 in her fucking bank account. Okay, that she had to go to Big and ask them for some money. Okay, because they were going to kick her out of her fucking apartment because they went co-op and she couldn't afford to buy it. Remember that? Okay, well the days of that Carrie are long fucking gone. Long gone. Okay, she's the most wealthy one there. Okay, so we don't need to see her struggle anymore. And Sarah Jessica Parker is not a young woman anymore. She's not pretty anymore. I mean, the whole point of Sex and the City, well, here's a bunch of middle-aged women that can still get it. They ain't hit the wall. There ain't no wall there. Okay, bull fucking shit. Okay, that was the point of the show. Okay, that's why it was bullshit. Okay. It was about a bunch of 30 and 40-year-olds, who think they can get high-value men by sleeping around. Okay, that was the bullshit part of the show. Okay, but you women loved it because, let's face it, it doesn't really happen that often. Okay, yes, as long as you're reasonably attractive and you're in your 30s and 40s, you can still get laid. Absolutely. I'm not saying that's unrealistic. That's very realistic. In fact, I would say Sex and the City didn't show enough of that. Okay, how often realistically these women would be having sex. Okay, a hell of a lot more than they showed on the show. Absolutely. What I'm talking about is the high value men. Okay, I'm talking about the Smith Jareds. I'm talking about the fucking Biggs. Okay, I'm talking about the Aidens. Okay, the Jack Bergers. Okay, the high value man. Even what the fuck was what the hell was Charlotte's fucking first husband's name? I forgot. McDougal, whatever that guy's name. I forgot his first name. Anyway, those guys are high value guys. Okay, those are the type of guys that most women want to be with because they can provide for them. Okay, and they look good too. Okay, and they're smart, and they're successful, and they're well respected, and they have high social status. Okay, these are the kind of guys that women want to be with. Okay, so they have to fight other women to get a guy like that. Whereas on Sex and the City, they never had to fight anybody. Those guys immediately fell in love with a girl, the 40-something-year-old. Okay, bull fucking shit they did. And all they wanted to do was make them happy. Please, I love you. Don't leave me. Get the fuck out of here with that noise. Okay? Realistically, it would have been the other way around. Okay? But you're not going to see that on Sex and the City because that's sexist. Yeah, portraying men as all fucking dumbasses, cowards, or fucking pieces of shit. That's not sexist, okay? But when you do that to women, it is. Okay, go figure. Anyway, I'm Diego. I'm going to give you a straight man's point of view, okay? I'm just like crap. And just like crap is even worse than Sex and the City. It's a lot worse. I could tolerate Sex and the City. This I can barely get through. I mean, oh my God. I mean, the fucking, the eye diarrhea alone, okay, is making me nauseous, okay? Like, I'm getting nauseous right now. Right here, while you're looking at me right now, I'm starting to feel some shit in my stomach and it don't fucking feel good, okay? Because I'm thinking about some shit that I never want to fucking see again, okay? That I've already been exposed to on this show. Okay, it's been a fucking diarrhea fest from the very beginning, and that's not the worst part. The worst part is the fucking episode 3 just came out today, so I'm gonna have to fucking watch that shit today and then review it as well. So what the fuck? Wish me luck, all right? My next broadcast might be from the fucking toilet. Okay, moving right along. So where we left off last time. Okay, yes, we've got the character of Herbert Wexley. Okay. Herbert Wexley is this black guy. He's super rich. He went to Harvard. He lives with his wife, Lisa Todd Wexley. Okay, she's a beautiful black woman. Okay, they're friends with Charlotte and Harry. Okay, they both have kids. They go to the same fucking multi-million-dollar private school that say it's okay to fucking to have gender reassignment surgery when you're fucking 13. That type of school. They're all over in New York, right? Okay, so anyway, they go to school there because that's how they know each other. All right, so for some reason they became series regulars now. So now we're supposed to give a shit about her marriage and her family and her husband and her kids. We're supposed to give a shit about them now, even though fucking they got very little attention last season. But now they're like part of the fucking the main characters, even though they don't actually have a seat at the table. You know what I mean? They're just there, and they have storylines, and we're supposed to care about them, but they don't actually get to sit in the brunch with the other three main females, okay, which is Carrie, Charlotte, and Miranda. They don't actually get to sit at the table with those three, okay? They don't. But for some reason, they're getting their own story arcs here, okay? All right. So so Lisa, she's nervous. Okay, she gets home late. Okay, Herbert's mom, okay, is due like in the next 20 minutes, and they're not ready. They have to do their daughter's hair. So of course, because he's a fucking pussy, he's actually better at braiding his daughter's hair than his wife is. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, that's happening, okay? And he's all stressing out his mom. It turns out he's a fucking mama's boy. He loves his mom to death, more than life itself. He just wants to make his mom happy, you know, which means that his mom fucking berates him at every fucking moment that she can. Okay, she's a tough, strong, empowered feminist, okay, who's also African American, okay? So she's way the hell up there on the fucking fucking oppression Olympics hierarchy, okay? Now, his wife also berates him and shit, talks shit to him. Okay, but that's expected because she's his wife. Okay, that goes without saying. Okay, but now here comes a stronger, more independent, tougher black woman. Okay, than even Lisa can handle. Okay, that's Herbert's mom, and she's old. Okay, so here she's got all sorts of oppression. Okay, and so now since she's way the hell up there, she can talk shit to any and everybody below her, and that's what she's gonna do. All right. So the first thing she says when Grandma gets there, I think her name's Emily. I'm not really sure, but the first thing she says when she gets there is she notices Lisa's outfit that she's wearing. She's wearing this like this tiger printed like blouse with some stripes on her skirt or something like that, you know, whatever the fuck. The shit these women wear on the show is like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of shit that they wear just to go to the fucking 7-Eleven. Yeah, she's wearing something like that. So of course the grandma there points out, oh, you must be coming back from the matinee performance of The Lion King, you know. And then she walks in there, okay. So she disrespects her fucking daughter-in-law. And then she walks herself into her son's house like it's her house and she's not a fucking guest, okay? And of course, because, you know, Herbert's a fucking pussy who is easily dominated by whatever strong, independent female is standing next to him, he fucking just lets it happen, you know? He doesn't say, hey, listen, Mom, that's my wife, okay? Please don't talk to her that way. No, he doesn't say that. Okay, which is what I would do if my mom had disrespected my wife like that. I would say, Mom, please, that's my wife, you know? You see what I mean? Okay, but he doesn't do that because he's a fucking pussy, okay? The only pussies on and just like that are the men, okay? Just so you know, all right? So that's going on here, all right? Lily, now we come over to Lily. Lily is Charlotte and Harry's 13-year-old Asian daughter that they adopted, remember that? Okay, which makes no fucking sense because if you do the math, they adopted her, what was it, in 2010 or 2008, I think it was? So if 2008, so wouldn't that make her 15 now? Yeah, it'll make her 15. So she's 15. Sorry, not 13. All right. So Lily asked Harry, her dad, okay, for an expensive electric keyboard. Okay. And of course, Rock, you remember Rock, the fucking non-binary transgender piece of shit biological daughter that they fucking have? And yes, I said daughter, okay, because that's what fucking she is. I don't even fucking remember her real name, okay? But anyway, she goes by Rock, new kid on the block. Wish I had an R-O-C-K Rock, R-O-C-K Rock, Rock. Yeah, Rock, that piece of fucking shit daughter, spoiled brat. They're both spoiled brats. Okay, anyway, she's telling her parents, no, don't buy it for her. No, she doesn't deserve it. No. You know, that kind of fucking shit, right? Well, anyway, Lily feels entitled to this expensive electric, expensive for us, not for them, okay, electric keyboard, because so she can shift her music in a new direction. Okay, because now she thinks she's fucking Elton John Lennon. Okay, she thinks she's a fucking prodigy, like fucking Mozart. Okay, and that she deserves only the best, so that she can experience, you know, she can explore new areas of her fucking music. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Okay, you're a fucking kid. All right. And so, like I said, Rock says no, and then Lily puts Rock in her place. Okay, now, like I said, this entire show and just like crap is the oppression Olympics. Okay, it really is. Okay, so here we've got two girls. They're both 15, right? Okay, or I think maybe Rock might be 14 or 13. I don't fucking, who gives a shit? Okay, so you got two girls here. They're both like 14, 15 years old, right? Okay, but you got Lily who was adopted. She's Asian because remember they stole a baby from China. Okay, and then you've got Rock who's their biological daughter. Okay, so she's obviously white. Okay, now Lily is Asian. Okay, but Rock is non-binary trans. Okay, so which one? Okay, in this case, and they're both females. Okay, even though fucking Rock's only a female if a man's talking shit to her. If not, then she's fucking a male. All right. So in this oppression Olympics here, which one? Well, because Lily is Asian and Rock is white. Okay, Lily's oppression hierarchy goes up here, which means that Rock can now not talk shit. She can't talk shit up. She can only talk shit down. Now her parents, okay, Harry and fucking and Charlotte are down. So Rock can easily talk shit to her parents. That's fine. But she can't really talk shit to her sister because without sounding racist. You see what I mean? So, and even Rock is aware of this, so she points it out. Lily tells her, hey, listen, last year when you decided you were going to rediscover yourself, in other words, go fucking trans whatever, she didn't even fucking know what the fuck she is, so she can't really be trans anything. You got to know what the fuck you are to know what you're not. Okay, so Lily tells her last year when you decided you were going to discover yourself, I supported you. And so Rock's like, oh, damn it, that's right, you did. Now I can't talk shit to you. Fuck. Damn it. And you're Asian too. Fuck. You know, yeah, so now Rock gets a taste of how her parents feel talking to her because they don't ever fucking talk back to their fucking daughter, Rock, at all. Because that would be homophobic, that would be transphobic, okay, that would be all sorts of fucking shit, you know, so they can't, okay? So now Rock just got a taste of what her parents go through every fucking day. And her parents are also a couple of fucking piece of shit fucking pussies because they let their fucking kids boss them around. Yeah, that's how it is in that fucking family. Great job, fucking Harry. Great fucking job. All right? You're still wearing those fucking Zorro boots from last episode? All right. Anyway, so that's going on here. Okay. And Harry and Charlotte tell, hey, listen, you know what? Save up money from your job, doing nothing, okay, and then you can buy your own keyboard. She's like, well, that'll take forever. He's like, well, you know, do it. That's what all the other kids do. And she's like, well, I'm not all the other kids. I'm special. You know, I'm a serious artist. No, you're fucking not. You're a little fucking kid. You're a spoiled fucking brat is what you are, Lily. Okay, you're an entitled spoiled brat. So Charlotte says, like, save up your money. And if you want, you know, and if you want it that bad, you will find a way to get it. Okay? Okay, isn't that right? You know, and Harry's like, oh yeah, whatever your mother said, you know, because that's how Harry is, okay? Charlotte runs that fucking house, all right? So anyway, the next scene is Andre. Andre is on the phone trying to explain what happened last episode. Now, Andre is Neil Wallace's husband, okay? He's a musician, okay? Neil Wallace is his black college professor. That does no professoring, but she used to be Miranda's college professor, okay? But Miranda went off to fucking live in L.A. with fucking Ralph Cramden from the Honeymooners in drag, okay? So Neil Wallace, now that she's got no reason to be on the show anymore, she's still on the show for some fucking reason. Like I said, here's another black woman that they decided to give her own story arc to, that they made a main character, even though she's not allowed to sit at the table with the three main female leads. But anyway, her story so far is last season, her and her husband separated because he wants her to have a kid, even though he fucking knows that she's 39 fucking years old and can't have fucking kids anymore. They're still trying. They've been doing the in vitro thing. That's not working, so he's pissed off at her. So he decided that if they're not going to have a kid, that he wants to break it off. He just wants to go on the road and think things through, okay, because he's a musician. So that's what he did. Now, Nia is still wearing her wedding ring, okay? Now, last episode, she got hit on by some guy named Toussaint, who basically, I don't know what the fuck his face looked like, but he was basically this. It was basically an open chest, you know, and he talked about chocolate. Just because you're married doesn't mean you can't enjoy chocolate. Some chocolate, you know, like that. Basically, that's what it was. All right. Okay, and that turned her on, but she said, "I'm married, and you know, I can't eat chocolate." You get it? Yeah, very subtle. So that's going on. And she's on the phone now, okay? She got drunk as shit last episode. She talked to her husband, Andre. He had another woman with him in the hotel room. They were just writing songs, though. They weren't doing anything. It's platonic. It ain't like that. It ain't like that. That's what he kept telling her while she was fucking chewing his ass out on the fucking phone to call him every fucking name in the fucking book for fucking a white girl, blah, blah, blah. You fucking piece of shit. You're cheating on me. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, like, I could have fucked somebody too that's even hotter than you, but I didn't, because, you know, that kind of stuff, you know? Yeah. But now he's trying to explain himself, okay? And I said this in the last review that I just did, you know, that no guy, even if I was cheating on my fucking wife on the road, there's no way in fucking hell I would FaceTime her when that fucking girl is standing right there 5 feet away from me. That would never fucking happen. That's just fucking stupid. That is stupid. Okay? But, you know, this show is written by gay guys. So they don't know what a fucking straight guy is. You know, that's the difference. That's the difference. Michael Patrick King doesn't know how to fucking make a girl come. But I do, okay? Which is why we need my fucking point of view, because my point of view is not represented on the show. Never has been represented on this fucking show. At least on Sex and the City, every once in a while, the guys they had on there did act like men. I will say that. Some of them did act like men on that show. Okay, very few, but when it happened, I noticed it. Okay, but there's no men on this show. The only man on the show was killed in the first episode of season 1. Okay, when fucking Carrie murdered her husband. All right, big. That's the only real man that was ever on this show. Okay, and they killed him off just like that. Yeah, pun intended. Okay, so yeah. So that's going on here, okay? And he's trying to explain to her that nothing's going on with him and that girl, okay? But he does say, yet. Which means that, you know, that he's gonna fuck her eventually. They're gonna get to it, okay? Now, what the fuck kind of husband tells his wife that on the phone, okay? No. Imagine it the other way around. Ladies, you know, you get into a fight with your husband and you're talking, you know, and he's jealous because he's seen you with this other guy, you know, hanging out with this other guy, and you're trying to tell him, hey, listen, he's just someone I work with, okay? There's nothing going on with him. I'm not sleeping with him yet. Okay, imagine if it's the other way around. How do you think he would take it? Okay? Okay, is that something you would say to him? No, it's not. And it's not because you don't want to fuck the other guy. I'm pretty sure you do, but you're sure as fuck not going to tell him that, are you? So why do you think a guy would tell his wife that? Okay? If he's writing music with this girl, how come there's no other guys in the hotel room with him? Okay, how come it's just him and the girl? Okay? That would never happen. That's bullshit. That's lollipop land. I'm raising the bullshit flag amongst many bullshit flags on this fucking show, all right? So yeah, so he says like, but you know, sometimes, baby, I just want us to work out. And she's like, okay, well, do you have a plan for us to work out? Yeah, I do. Get a surrogate. Well, she drops the phone. Fuck this noise. Okay, so she's pissed off now, all right? You know, and I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck kind of conversation is this, okay? Okay, why don't you just admit the fact that you're not going to have a fucking kid with her? That's it. If it's such a fucking deal. I mean, they've been married for, what, 10 plus years? Okay, if they were going to have a kid, they would have done it by now. Okay, you can't just fucking wake up one day, okay, when your wife is 39, 40 years old, and decide you want to have a fucking kid and then blame her when none of the fucking in vitro shit is working. You can't fucking do that. You already had that opportunity. You want a kid now, fucking adopt one. That's it. Okay, that's fucking it. And she doesn't want to do that because she don't want to be a fucking mom. She wants to be a college professor. Her career comes first. Okay, just like are you going to raise a kid when you're on the fucking road? Of course not. Okay? Your careers are not suited to be fucking parents. And you chose that. So quit fucking blaming her. God damn, dude. Fucking just try to fuck one of your goddamn groupies. I'm sure one of them will fall in love with you. You're a fucking musician. Okay? Divorce fucking Nia's ass. Send her divorce papers and go fucking have a kid with somebody who's young enough and healthy enough to have one. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? It's not difficult. You obviously don't give two shits about your fucking wife. All right, moving right along. Miranda goes to an AA meeting. Why? Because she's not an alcoholic anymore. Because remember last season, she was an alcoholic, but then she read the Feminist Guide. Yes, I'm not making that up. She read a book called The Feminist Guide to Quit Drinking, and she read it, and now she's not an alcoholic anymore. And that's why it never, ever came up again. Yeah. But anyway, despite that, she goes to an AA meeting. There she gets hit on by some ugly girl with a lot of tattoos on her fucking arms. Okay, and her name is Allie. And I'm thinking that she's hitting on Miranda. Maybe Miranda's going to cheat on fucking, on that land whale girlfriend of hers called Shay. You know, Ralph Cramden from The Honeymooners with lipstick on. Okay, but no, it turns out that this girl, Allie, is actually married. okay? And she does volunteer work. She likes to go to the beach and pick up fucking seaweed and trash off the beach to help the environment. And she invites Miranda to come with her. Now, Miranda's been living in LA with her fucking thing of a lover, but she's got nothing to do. Okay, she doesn't know anybody there. Okay, so that's why she went to this AA meeting. So this is going to give her something to do. Okay, yeah, very progressive, right? Didn't Carrie do this as well on the show when she went to fucking Paris to be with fucking that dancer? I'm sorry, to be with that artist, Alexander Petrovsky, the Mad Russian, remember? And that lasted like, what, 2 episodes? And then she fucking came back to America. She said, fuck this, I don't speak the language, I don't know anybody here. Okay, my lover's always fucking gone doing other shit. So fuck this noise. And wasn't it Miranda that told her not to go to Paris after all? Remember that? Oh, how times have changed. Now here's Miranda, butt fucking ugly, cellulite, ugly ass Miranda, who's in fucking LA, doesn't know anybody in LA, okay? And she's there just sitting around, diddling her daddle, waiting for fucking Shay to come home, okay? Doesn't know anybody. Wow. How they forgot their own fucking show. But anyway, that's going on here. All right. So she decides that she's going to go do it. She's going to go fucking volunteer. Okay. Meanwhile, Seema and Carrie are having drinks at a bar. They're drinking martinis, of course. What else would they be fucking drinking? And, of course, Seema's there to talk about her breakup with Zed. Zed, who owns the hottest nightclub in fucking Brooklyn, okay? Which means that he'd be up to his fucking earlobes and hot-ass young pussy. But instead, he fell for a fucking 52-year-old overweight fucking Indian Seema, okay? Who thinks she's fucking Joan Collins. A pretty young Joan Collins, and she's not. Okay? But she thinks she is. Okay? Because she's a boss bitch. Okay? Therefore, she's high value. Bull fucking shit. You're about as high value as my fucking asshole. But anyway, but she's got Zed, a high value man. That's it. Apparently he's in love with her. Which I said that last season. No, I know guys like this. Okay, I've worked in nightclubs. I know owners of nightclubs. Okay, they get the best of the best when it comes to girls. Okay, they have no problem getting laid. Okay, with the best of the best, not 52-year-olds. Okay, who lie to their parents about having a boyfriend because they're overweight. Okay, no. I'm talking about the young hotties, okay? Okay, so Zed, Zed's dating her. Okay, they broke up, okay, because she found out that he's still living with his ex-wife. They've been dating for years, she didn't know that. What the fuck? Anyway, so she broke up with him because she didn't know that, all right? Even though he told her, hey, listen, she has the first top floors, I have the bottom floor. We have separate entrances. So she got pissed off at that, okay? Well, so she's basically burying her soul to Carrie because they are friends, right? She's burying her soul to Carrie about this because it's been bothering her. She told off her hairdresser in the beginning of this episode because he was telling her, hey, listen, you and your red flags, and your standards, this is the reason you're single. She basically fired her fucking 10-year hairdresser. Okay, hairstylist, gay hairstylist. She fired him after 10 years because he said something like that offended her. Okay, so she's trying to fucking air out her grievances now to Carrie, and hopefully Carrie will listen. Okay, she's really stressed out about this whole thing with fucking Zed and how she treated her hairdresser earlier in the episode, and that kind of thing. And maybe her hairdresser was right. Maybe she's got way too many standards and way too many red flags, and that's the reason that she can't find anybody. That's what she wants to talk to Carrie about. Carrie, being the good friend that she is, immediately changes the subject and starts talking about her problems at work, how her fucking her station manager is making her do an ad for a fucking vaginal product. And she does not feel comfortable doing it. Like I said earlier, she does not want to do it. She's too high class to say the word suppository in a fucking podcast ad. Okay, that is beneath her, and she's not going to lower her fucking standards. She has principles and shit, despite the fact that she knows, okay, that her podcast company is about this far away from going out of business, and that everybody, including her fucking boy toy fucking male model trying to be an actor, podcast producer guy, okay, that they're all about to fucking lose their jobs, okay, if they can't do fucking ads, okay? That doesn't bother her because she's a multimillionaire. She earned her money the old-fashioned way. She fucking married it and then she killed her husband and got away with it, okay? Well, everyone else that works at the fucking station with her does not in that lucky situation that she's in, okay? If they fucking lose their job, they can't fucking eat. They can't fucking live in their apartments, okay? In fucking New York in 2023, that's not a fucking good thing. Okay, but Carrie doesn't give two fucking shits about that. She has principles. She won't do a fucking ad for a goddamn vaginal product on a fucking podcast called Sex in the fucking City. Yeah, she's got the real problems, not Seema, okay? All right, moving right along. The situation with Zed makes her feel very uncomfortable. Just like Carrie pitching the vaginal wellness product, okay? So that's going on here, right? All right. Next scene we have is Lily. Okay, Lily's got the she's got the keyboard now that she talked to her parents about. She's got it. So when Charlotte walks in her room, because Charlotte doesn't know, had no fucking idea that someone dropped off a keyboard, a very expensive keyboard, in her daughter's room without her fucking knowing about it. Okay, so when she discovers this, she assumes that Harry caved in and bought her the keyboard after all, even though they both told Lily that she was gonna have to save her money. So she immediately is mad at Harry. What else is fucking new? She's mad at him for fucking everything. Okay, he has no fucking authority in that fucking house. Okay, so she assumes that, but then Lily says, "No, Dad did not buy me this keyboard. Okay, I bought it. Okay, I sold my clothes. Okay, so fucking Charlotte's like, what? And, hey, you told me to figure it out on my own, so I did. I sold my clothes. Some place called The Real Deal. Well, Charlotte runs into the fucking into the fucking closet, her daughter's closet, which is the size of a fucking 7-Eleven, okay, and notices that most of her clothes are gone. Now, Charlotte obviously spent millions of dollars on these fucking designer clothes for her daughter, okay, and obviously she did not throw them away, but Lily sold them. So now Charlotte's upset, okay, because she picked out all of her daughter's clothes, and now they're gone, okay? So what does she do? She freaks out, and then later on, in another scene, she goes to lunch with Anthony and Lisa Todd Wexley, okay? So the three of them are sitting there in a restaurant, okay? And Charlotte is upset, okay? Charlotte says, like, she sold the pink Chanel dress? The one that I bought her? Actually, no, fucking Harry paid for that dress, not you. You don't fucking work. That I bought her for her first piano recital. In a few years, it would have been worth 4 times as much. I'm furious. Yeah. Even though she's 56, 57 years old, she still talks like a fucking 13-year-old. Okay. So what is do then? They broke into our home. And Anthony, who, he's looking at gay porn on his phone, barely paying attention to this, but he does say something. He says, he does say something. He says, like, look, he broke into your house like a vampire. Look, what are you so upset about? She basically just traded something in for something that she wanted more. What's the big deal? She's a minor. And they took advantage of her. She's like, no. No, Charlotte. You and Harry are fucking shitty parents. How the fuck did The Real Deal even get into your home? Make a deal with a fucking 15-year-old girl? Pay her cash, walk out of there, and then she goes and orders a fucking electric keyboard, probably from Amazon. It gets delivered. She sets it all up, and all this happened without you or fucking your husband knowing about it. How the fuck did that happen? You know how it happened? Because you're fucking shitty parents. Now I can understand Harry being at work at his law firm, making the money to provide for you and your fucking daughters, okay? But what the fuck do you got to do all day? Nothing. And you don't even know what your fucking daughters are doing. What kind of parenting is that, Charlotte? Oh my God. Anyway, you got no fucking boundaries. You told your daughter, no, we're not going to buy you that keyboard. Okay, you're going to save up your money. And if you want it that bad, you will find a way. And what did she do? She fucking bought it on her own. She sold her shit. She sold her clothes and she bought it on her own. Is that industrious? Yes, but the point is, no, you need to earn the right to buy that fucking keyboard. Okay? That was the point of the lesson. And she just fucking circumvented that and said, oh, well, I'll just sell the shit that I got here. And I'll get it anyway. You see what I mean? That's not good parenting. Okay, that's semantics. That's stupid. How is it that your fucking kids are fucking smarter than you and your fucking husband? I understand you're a fucking airhead, Charlotte. You've always been an airhead. But your husband fucking owns his own fucking law firm, for Christ's sake. He's not a fucking idiot. He just acts like one. Jesus Christ. Anyway. So later on, the next scene we have here is Herbert. Herbert cannot get a taxi. He's there with his daughter and his daughter's friend. They're in their school uniforms. And he's trying to get a taxi. And of course, because New York City, in that neighborhood, which is a multi-million-dollar neighborhood, okay, in downtown New York City, in downtown Manhattan, okay? I mean, if you look at Herbert's clothes, his suits look like they cost about $5,000, okay? And in that neighborhood, he cannot get a taxi. Okay, they all keep passing them by. Okay, at one point, a taxi does stop because there's a red light. Herbert tries to get in there and talk to the driver. The driver, of course, is white because we all know that New York and Chicago are full of fucking nothing but white taxi drivers, right? And so obviously he's racist, okay? Even though this fucker looks like Don Lemon, okay? He's fucking racist. He will not open the door for this guy. So Herbert gets all fucking pissed off and slams his hand on the hood of the car and starts yelling at the taxi driver, who then drives away. Okay, well, turning the corner is Herbert's mom. Okay, she's there. I guess the reason she's in town is because she's going to her sorority function while all of her old sorority sisters are getting together. They're all fucking old now in their 60s and 70s. You know, they're all getting together to do something. And she notices her son screaming at a taxi with her grandchildren there. Okay, with her granddaughter there, and he's slamming his hand on the taxi. She sees that, and one of her old black girl friend sees it also. Is that your son Herbert over there screaming at the taxi? And Emily, I'm guessing that's Herbert's mom's name, Emily. She's like, no, that's not my son. No, let's go this way. You know, okay, of course she recognized her son, and she disavowed her son in front of her friends. Now, what kind of fucking mom is that? She disavowed her son. If you don't like what your fucking son is doing, if you don't like the way he fucking acts, you fucking raised him. Hey, truth hurts, all right? Yeah, what kind of fucking piece of shit mom does that? Disavows her son in front of their friends. You know, it's just fucking bad, dude. What the fuck? All right, so that's going on here, so he loses it. So Herbert lost his temper with the taxi driver. The mom sees it, okay, and Herbert, of course, he notices right before his mom walks away, he notices his mom there with her sorority friends, and he realizes that his mom saw him act that way. And he's just like, oh, man, shucks, damn it. He always does that. His wife does that to him all the time. Remember last episode where she told him that, hey, you eating me out and giving me an orgasm, okay? It's really about you. Remember she told him, he's just like, damn it, you're right. I'm just a stupid man. Well, that's exactly what he's doing here. Like I said, this guy's easily bossed around, emasculated, okay, and berated by whatever strong fucking third wave feminist is standing next to him, okay, which is all the women on this show, okay? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, all right, I'm going to stop my review right here, but I'll be back shortly to continue my review of And Just Like Crap. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.